Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we have a little bit of maintenance work to do here before we get back to reconquering the Zikmok reconquerors. I say reconquering. We didn't conquer them the first time. This is our first time conquering them. But we have some construction ships that need orders, and we're going to head down to Mufrid. There we go. And this construction ship here, it doesn't actually have enough influence to build a starbase, but it will move to Rukbat for now. Now, I did tell these 4 transport fleets to group in with this one. We are going to need, of course, a general here. So we're going to recruit a new general. And let's see, do we want Butcher? I think Butcher will be fine. There we go. Now, this army is done here. They're going to jump drive up to Atlaba, and once they're there, of course, they are going to land on Takir. Now, this fleet is going to push up through Rixim into Sakis here. There's apparently no route to get there, but that's not true. So we're going to ignore that. These guys are going to group up, and they're going to come down this way and start clearing up some of the planets over here. Okay. Now, I do want to go through and check on jobs before we get going on this war. So this Forge World here, I think we just put in an industrial district. This will be fine. What else might we need? Anything? Yes. This is set up as an industrial world. It's an odd decision, I think. We're going to change that to a Forge World, and we're going to put in an industrial district there. Cool. And that's it. So, there is one more bit of maintenance that we need to handle before we continue this war. And that is the fact that we are currently at 73 out of 68 starbase cap. That's putting our income quite low. So we are going to need to do something about that. So let's go ahead and go through here and look for locations like Murzam. That does not need to be a starbase. So we need to drop 5 total starbases, and let's just see what we can find here. Altair. Yeah, that one will do. So we need 3 more. We can't dismantle this because we're building a Corvette out of it. Okay, we're going to get rid of that. We need, let's see, we need 2 more, I think. This is a pure anchorage. We're fine on the anchorage front. So we're going to get rid of that. And we'll get rid of Soval as well. Okay, what about Beta Aquile? We'll get rid of that one too. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll tick this so that we update. There we go. 67 out of 68 should be good. Beautiful. And now we'll go back to managing the war. So the Bronzite Safit requires orders, and its orders... That's partly occupied by the Rontor sect. I think its orders are to come up here. Yeah, that should do. Okay, sounds good.
Hostile station engaged.
We, of course, do need to continue to reinforce our fleets, and so we shall.
Hostile station engaged.
It seems like they finally fixed the fleet behavior where when your fleets are in combat, they forget what fleet they're going to. The reinforcements do. I'm very glad that they fixed that. I'm incredibly glad that they fixed that. So we're going to backtrack over to Fallengar here. We do require orders on our Juggernaut. I doubt that we can get to Parnassus in time. So we're probably not going to go that route. They don't have anything to the Galactic North. Okay. We're going to push in this way. And we can start heading over this way, but we're not going to get there in time. I can tell you that right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and we're going to enter orbit in the gateway so that we can get elsewhere fairly quickly. Cool. The Nephrite requires orders, and their orders could be to push up this direction or to take this territory. Either way, we need somebody over here. So we're going to take our Juggernaut, and we're actually going to... Jump drive is still on cooldown. We're going to tell our Juggernaut to come here as quickly as possible. So that's Porabim. That'll take it a while to get there. That's fine. The Nephrite, I think, is going to push up into Maya. Cool. And of course, this construction ship requires orders, so there we go. And we have landed in Atlaba, so that's great. Next up, we are going to target what? What indeed? What is our next target over here? Magam? Perhaps. Is there a good target over this way? Oh, Yatla. We should go for Yatla. So our jump drive is on cooldown. If we want to go there, that would take us 454 days. It would be faster to just wait on the jump drive. Okay. That's exciting. No doubt about it. 454 days. Yeah. This is a very lengthy run here without a jump drive. I think we're just going to wait on the jump drive. I think that's it. So these guys are ready to head out to Tiram. And they're going to go to Hiamet, and we'll allow them to pop through this starbase, or rather this stargate. And they're going to jump down to Tiram.
All hands, fire at will. Our port is under siege.
Now, the Heavenite is over here, and it does require reinforcements. They're on their way, but they're not here just yet. Now, there's no way that the Heavenite can attack this starbase. But we can isolate it, and so we shall. We're going to be popping through this gateway very shortly. There we go. And we're going to jump drive down to Tiram, and then we're going to land on the Preserve. Excellent. So we'll get that cleaned up.
Fleet engaged.
Surprisingly, these guys haven't taken Parnassus yet, but they're going to.
Our starbase is
They're absolutely going to. The Diamond Saphite requires orders, and its orders are mostly to wait for reinforcements, right? Well, no. We're going to head on in here. This is going to do a lot of damage to the Diamond Saphite, but that is acceptable. This is definitely going to hurt them. Okay. Minox 3 has been found to be completely enveloped in some kind of energy barrier. All attempts by the Succubus's ball station to penetrate the barrier with its sensors have failed. The scanning beam is simply deflected back at the ship, as though it was looking at a mirror. The barrier's energy readings are fluctuating somewhat, possibly as a result of thousands of years of decay, but breaching it with raw firepower would still be impossible. The science officer, apparently his name is just a space, has proposed a special project to investigate ways of removing the barrier, but suppose it was created to keep something in, rather than out. Well, we're going to do it anyway. We're technologically advanced enough to probably deal with whatever it is, so we'll go ahead and do that. This will require a science ship in orbit. Okay. Well, we'll send a ship up there, but it's going to take a while. Okay, so we're going to be landing there momentarily. How long on this jump drive cooldown? 135 days still. The Topaz requires an order. And what is its order? Head down this direction, and then head this way, whereas this one heads this way, probably? Yeah, the Ruby is going to head this direction. Or one of them will head north, and the other will head south. That's what we'll go with. Excellent. So that's a successful landing on Tiram. Next up is, looks like Epsilon Cygni. Now, jump drive is on cooldown, so it's going to take some time to get there. 332 days, apparently. We might be better off to just make our way down this way. That's going to be 102 days. And wait on the cooldown. Yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet. Okay, so we are attacking Gindix here. This should fall very quickly. Excellent. And so it does.
The enemy has sunk our fleet.
What? Oh, was that here? No. The enemy has sunk our fleet. That must be like a small reinforcement fleet or something, because I'm not noticing anything here. So that's not a big deal. We're going to move into a Bagiel here. Excellent. Sounds good. So, how long on this? 104 days. Okay. Now, we should have orders needed for a number of fleets here, and indeed we do. The Diamond took fewer losses than I expected, in all honesty. We're going to reinforce that. In fact, we're going to keep reinforcing all of our fleets. And we're going to move into Obatelis here. The Bloodstone, of course, requires orders, and it's pretty much cleared up here. There's not a whole lot for it to do. I suppose it could come back this way and clear out these stations and this fleet. Not the worst concept. The Ruby is going to want to head down here. Now, I'm expecting this to be a reasonably powerful station to fight, so we may take some losses there. The Gold is in position down here now. And we're going to move up this direction and take all of this Zikmok space. Excellent. Now, the Heavenite is in no position to attack here, I don't think. No, it's not. We can, however, come down here, and so we shall. Cool. The Bronzite requires its orders, and... oh, the Awoken are a thrall. Right. Are we not at war with them? That's surprising to me, that their thralls don't join this direct war. But they don't. Fascinating. Yeah, that's incredibly surprising to me. I did expect that they'd be in this. Okay, well, in that case, we're going to head down probably to here. This fleet should be capable of destroying this station, in theory. They'll take losses, but they should be capable of it. Now, we do have too many starbases again, and we're going to have to deal with that. That's going to be kind of an ongoing struggle as we take all of this territory. We can get rid of the starbase in Targon for sure. And I'd love to get rid of this one, but we can't. Can't get rid of that one yet either. Okay. Gindix we can. Well, not yet. We can get rid of the one in Atlaba. We can get rid of this one. And we should be ticking forward in this time. Okay. So, how long on that jump drive? 79 days. Got it. Ytria can go away. Dahlberg can also maybe go away. Yes. Dahlberg can go away. Nicolor can as well. Cool. The silver requires orders, and that finished off Rigot here. That's completely fine. Where do we want them to go from here? Down this way? Yes, down this way. Is our jump drive up? It is. So I think our best bet would be to move to, say, Targon, and then jump drive to here if we can. That's a long jump. Maybe to Serban. We'll see what our options are there. The Diamond is going to move down into Torfi's Star. Excellent. The Ruby is going to push up over here. It did take losses at this station, as expected. What is the strength of this station? We don't know. It should be acceptable, but we'll see. The Heavenite is going to push into Pandal. Yes, we extend our deal. Absolutely. The Nephrite is, at this time, going to push down into Ublia. Fantastic. Okay, let's check in on our construction ships here. We do require mining stations here, and mining and research here, and our armies. This army is not quite ready to jump yet, and this one is going to be not quite ready to jump yet either, but it is in range of jumping to Epsilon Cygni, so that is great. Now we can move these guys over to, like, Rixim. I don't know that that's going to be in range of Yatla, but we'll see. Again, we need to get rid of some star bases. This is to be expected. We're going to get rid of this one, as well as, well, not that one yet. Tem we can get rid of, though. Excellent. And we can get rid of this one, too. Cool. Okay, so the Diamond are going to move over to Roskin. Now, this is potentially a powerful station, 118k and 118k. Sure, that should be acceptable. We're going to move into Nikor. We have definitely taken a lot of territory. There's no doubt about that. The Ruby requires orders, and their orders are to push over to here. The Topaz are going to push up to Neshmet. The Heavenite are going to push up to here. That should be okay, right? 125k station means that this is not exactly okay. We're going to await reinforcements here. The Bloodstone Saphit is pretty much done in this area. They could jump drive over this way. And they're actually lacking a leader. We'll put this guy in. The Nephrite are going to push into Andak. That'll be completely fine. And yeah, the Heavenite are just awaiting their reinforcements. They also need a leader. And we'll put this guy in. So that's 150k right now. Okay. Ah, their powerful fleet just left Ajad there. So we might be able to do this. That's good to know. Very good to know. The Silver requires orders. And at this point, we were hoping that we'd be able to jump drive down this way. If we go to Galurum, we might well be able to. Let's give that a go. And we'll continue to reinforce our fleets, of course. The Bloodstone is going to head down over here. The Gold, at this time, is going to jump drive here. Cool. The Nephrite is going to push into this location. This will be no big deal. And we're doing just fine on this war. This is great. The Ruby is going to head down over here. Wonderful. The Topaz is heading up to Ejok. That is a 50k. Not too bad. We should be able to jump drive now, right? Yes. So we can't quite jump drive directly into Yatla. We'll jump drive to Suitor, and then from there we'll head in. It's going to take a little time to fly that distance, but that's okay. These guys are also ready to jump drive. No, I don't want to inspect that. I want to jump drive to Epsilon Cygni. There we go. And we'll land on Vrul Kadnak. Perfect. The Heavenite Saphit is going to actually head up here. We're going to fight these fleets. The Gold is going to do what exactly? We're starting to run out of targets, if I'm honest. We could jump drive to Brink. We don't really have anything up in this area. And we actually need a leader here. We'll go ahead and recruit, say, Unyielding guy here. And we'll jump drive to Brink. What? We'll cool down. Right. We just jump drived over to here. So we're going to then... That's actually not that bad. We're going to run that. That'll do. Our Juggernaut, for the moment, does have jump drive up. What is the location of this in the galactic plane? Okay, out here. Not ideal, for sure. What are they doing here? Heading out to Cormagus. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through Trab and come up this direction. Actually, technically it thinks that's fastest, but I want to come this direction because this is the way they're going to be going with their fleet. So that'll be fine. The Silver is going to make its way over this way to Obliria. Cool. That is absolutely fine. So we've got this pretty under control at this point, right? Like, this is feeling exceptionally under control. The Zikmok will not be around for too much longer. They've nearly lost their spacefaring capacity. And once they do, this is not going to be good for them at all. So we're taking out their primary initial starbase in their capital. Like, this is their capital starbase here. The 67th apparently forgot where they were going, so maybe they didn't completely fix that, but we're going to tell them, go into the Ruby, please.
Our landing party
The Nephrite is in need of orders, and its orders are actually to jump drive to Brink. There we go. The Topaz I think is going to jump drive down into this section over here. And we'll, like, take Devil's Maw. The Diamond is going to go to Theglin here. Now, that's going to be a pretty powerful station, but we should be okay. The Bloodstone requires orders, and its orders are to head down over this way. It's not great, but it'll give them something to do anyway. We're going to head into Roman here, after having taken over this station. Ah, yes, there is this major fleet up here. Perhaps we should chase them. The Ruby, for now, could, in theory, jump drive over to, like, Nagiro here, and be in position to reinforce the Heavenite. Now, the Heavenite is pretty much reinforced. We're going to send them into Aja for now. So that'll be fine. We do need to get rid of additional starbases, and this will be a good option for that. As well as these over here. Excellent. How many more are we going to need? One more? Okay. What might we want to go for? Bagiel? Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Okay, and we're back up over. Yeah, that's to be expected. There's a few down... Oh, hello, pause menu. There's a few down over here. We'll get rid of this one and this one. Cool. The Nephrite requires orders, and it will, of course, head over this direction. Next up is the Ruby, heading into Edamar. And the Topaz, it's going to clean up some of these star bases over this way. If it accepts this order. This is quite a long day tick here. I'm wondering if maybe they're piecing out of the war in heaven? No? Okay, they are not piecing out of the war in heaven. So we did finish up this invasion, and we should definitely come down over here. Now, our jump drive is still on CD, and we're probably better off just flying here. Yes. So we'll go ahead and land there. This construction ship requires orders, and its orders are to head down and build a starbase in Galurum. Beautiful. I'm noticing that our empire size is not going up as quickly as I expected, but okay, sure. The Diamond requires orders, and its orders at this point don't really matter. There's not a huge amount to go after still. I suppose we could jump drive up here and eliminate this fleet so that it doesn't wreak any havoc in our backline. That might not be the worst idea. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll continue to reinforce our fleets. We have taken more losses, but that's okay.
We grow ever stronger.
Indeed we do. We're going to move down over this way, and we are going to need influence before we can fill that in, but that's okay. The Heavenite requires orders, and its orders at this time are to push up into Ramen. Now, this is where their Colossus is. This is also a reasonably powerful station, so that's fine. Cool. This transport fleet is chilling for the moment, and we do need it to make its way back over probably this way. Perhaps pop out through Light's End. Yeah, that won't take it very long to get there at all. I like it. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we do need to start thinking about whether these actually have resistance on them or not as we start getting closer to their capital. So that's definitely something we'll need to think about. This construction ship here, of course, is waiting on influence, so there's not too much to do there. The Diamond is going to push over this direction, and then from there is probably going to head over to Demon's Maw. The Topaz is going to push down this way. The Ruby push up to Feldazir. Okay, sounds good. We've got everything underway right now. We will, of course, continue to pump out the ships. We're pretty much through the dangerous portion of this war. They don't have much left. They don't have much left at all. The Heavenite will, from here, I'm thinking strongly about having them jump drive to Irani. Yes, I think this is the right call. Jump drive to Irani, take out this station. Do it. Okay. So that'll do. Sadly, the Neutralizing got this, and we didn't. Hopefully, we will leave this before they do. Yeah, we are going to. So that's fine. We're going to grab up here. Fantastic. So the Nephrite requires orders, and I think we're going to send it up to Amlitzer here. Yeah, that's pretty necessary. The Ruby also requires orders. It'll go grab this station, or rather this system. The Bronzite has mostly stalled out. We're going to send it over, and I think we're going to bombard at the core. Yes. We'll get started on that. Excellent. So what else do we have going on here? This transport fleet is done moving anyway. We're going to head them over here, and we're going to land on Verlpanget. Excellent. Our construction ships are kind of chilling at the moment. We'll get this one going. The Silver is going to take all of this territory. Every little bit of it. There we go. And, we should be taking this back. I guess we're not interested. Maybe we'll try leaving and coming back. Sure. The Heavenite requires some semblance of orders, and that's going to be to push like so. And honestly, I think that's everything that the Zikmok have that we are really able to take. That's partly occupied by the Zikmok. That's fine. There's a couple of locations like out over here. Oh, we could take this.
Our landing party has reached enemy
We could take these as well.
Victory! Drink up
So we could send like the Bloodstone to here, the Topaz to here. We would definitely want to reinforce this fleet on the way. Okay, what else would we maybe have over this direction? Nothing. A whole lot of nothing. I guess we could go to Manward. It's kind of an awkward route to take. But only 178 days. Do it. That'll be fine. So we did manage to take that location. Beautiful. So yeah, the Zikmok are, at this point, pretty thoroughly eliminated. They might not know it yet, but they truly are eliminated. The gold can head on over to the Zikmok capital and start bombarding Boundary. Cool. So this army here is going to head down to Andak, and we're going to land on Verlbagad. There we go. Excellent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to finish off the Zikmok. There's going to be a number of planetary invasions that we're going to have to do, but we will finish the War in Heaven. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time. We're going to go after this. I don't know how that happened. We'll tell, say... Do we have a fleet for it? Yes. We're going to tell the Diamond to come after that before I forget. There we go. Perfect. See you all next time.